Ladies and gentlemen, up until the middle of the 20th century, there was widespread skepticism about drugs. Sir William Osler, great educator and responsible for many advances in medicine, said, "One of the first duties of the physician is to educate the masses not to take medicine." And Martin H. Fisher proclaimed that half the modern drugs could well be thrown out the window, except that the birds might eat them. The Prix Galien was founded in order to honor excellence in pharmaceutical research and development. A unique feature of the Prix Galien USA is the Pro Bono Humanum Award, which honors the courageous decision by organizations or individuals to make products of the pharmaceutical industry available to less developed populations. The Prix Galien is the highest accolade for research and development in the pharmaceutical industry and has sometimes been referred to, as we heard before, as industry's equivalent of the Nobel Prize. The two prizes have at least one thing in common. They were both founded in France. The Prix Galien was founded by the pharmacist named Roland Mehl in France in 1970, and in 1895, Alfred Nobel signed his will and testament in Paris. However, there are significant differences between the two prizes. Nobel stated in his will that one part, I quote, of the prizes was to go to the person who shall have made the most important discovery within the domain of physiology or medicine, thus excluding pharmaceutical companies, institutions, and organizations as recipients. In spite of this, several Nobel Prizes in physiology or medicine have been awarded for important contributions to the development of therapeutics. The first was awarded in 1939 to Gerard Domark, Director of Research in Bayer Laboratories for Prontosil or sulfonamides. Then followed the prize after the Second World War to Fleming, Chain, and Florey for the discovery of penicillin. The third in 1952 to Waxman was also for an antimicrobial agent, namely streptomycin, the first antibiotic against tuberculosis. The fourth prize for pharmaceuticals was awarded to Beauvais in 1957 for his discoveries in neuropharmacology. And the most recent Nobel Prize for drug development went to people who worked in pharmaceutical industry. It was a prize in 1988 to Black, Elion, and Hitchings for their discoveries of important principles for drug treatment. The limitation of the Nobel Prizes to honor important discoveries in the area of therapeutics is that the Nobel Prizes, with the exception of the Peace Prize, are given to individuals and not to organizations or institutions. In the statutes of the Nobel Foundation and the prize-awarding institutions, it's stated, "In no case may the prize be divided among more than 3 persons." This criterion contributes to the exclusiveness of the prizes, but it also imposes restrictions. It means that sometimes a whole scientific field has to be dropped because the number of candidates is too large and cannot be reduced to 3 in a logical way. On the other hand, according to the will of Alfred Nobel, it's not a scientific field that should be rewarded, but the scientists who have made the most important discovery. Modern drug development is not the work of 1 to 3 persons. To discover effective and safe therapeutics requires large and complex organizations. It's therefore of great importance that the Prix Galien are awarded in many countries in order to honor the most significant advances in drug development by the pharmaceutical industry. When new therapeutics are introduced, it's a visible result of the dedicated work of talented men and women in the pharmaceutical industry. As will be apparent later, the efforts of this industry is not only about treating diseases, but also about prevention of diseases. When we honor the recipients of the awards today, we honor achievements that confer great benefit on mankind by improving human condition. Thank you.